Hello, brilliant minds. Welcome to Let's Learn with Param. Today, we're diving into a delightful story about a young girl named Beatrice. In her small, cozy town, Beatrice is quite the celebrity. Why, you ask? Well, it's because she's known as the girl who never made mistakes. Whether she's whipping up a perfect batch of cookies, creating a dazzling painting, or gliding gracefully across the ice rink, Beatrice does it all flawlessly. Everyone in town knew her. Beatrice was special, but being perfect all the time can be quite a heavy load to carry. Meet Beatrice, the girl who never made a mistake. As she glides through her day at school, everything from spelling bees to science projects seems effortless. Her classmates watch in awe as she answers every question with confidence. At piano lessons, her fingers dance across the keys, playing every note just right. But look a little closer. There's a small furrow in her brow, a slight hesitation before she raises her hand. The weight of expectations is not as light as she makes it seem. At home, Beatrice's room is a gallery of trophies and certificates, but her smile doesn't quite reach her eyes anymore. Playing with her pet hamster, Humbert, she watches him tumble off his little wheel, then scamper right back on. Humbert makes mistakes, but he's always cheerful, always moving forward. Watching Humbert, Beatrice can't help but think, what if one day I do make a mistake? Then came the day of the big ice skating competition. The air was crisp and the ice rink sparkled under the morning sun, almost as if it knew today was special. Beatrice laced up her skates, her hands trembling slightly with a mix of nerves and excitement. She took a deep breath and reminded herself, just do your best. As she stepped onto the ice, the crowd hushed, all eyes on her. They had come to see the girl who never made a mistake. Beatrice started her routine with a graceful glide, her movements flowing like a melody. Twirls, jumps, and spins, she executed each element with precision and flair. The crowd watched, mesmerized by her performance. But then, just as she was about to complete her final spin, her skate caught a rough patch on the ice. For a split second, her balance wavered. She stumbled ever so slightly before regaining her composure and finishing her routine. Oh no! For the first time, Beatrice made a mistake. What happened next was unexpected. In the bustling auditorium, filled with eager eyes and silent anticipation, Beatrice, the girl who never made a mistake, did something astonishing. As she juggled on stage, one of her balls slipped through her fingers and bounced across the floor. At first, the crowd gasped, their eyes wide with shock, but then something magical happened. Beatrice let out a giggle. Yes, a giggle. It started small, but soon grew into a hearty laugh. This wasn't just any laugh. It was a laugh that echoed around the room, warm and infectious. Even Humbert, her loyal pet hamster, joined in the fun. He scurried across the stage wearing a tiny clown hat and tumbled over a small prop, which only added to the hilarity. The audience couldn't help themselves. They started chuckling, then laughing along with Beatrice. The sound of shared laughter filled the air, turning the moment of a mistake into a moment of joy. For the first time, Beatrice felt free from the burden of perfection. So what can we all learn from Beatrice's story? Once upon a time, there was a girl named Beatrice who never made a mistake. Yes, you heard it right, never. Every day, from her perfectly tied shoelaces to her flawlessly done homework, Beatrice was the epitome of perfection. But carrying the title of the girl who never made mistakes was not as glamorous as it sounds. It was a heavy crown filled with pressure and the constant fear of making a mistake. As we journeyed with Beatrice, we saw how this pressure mounted, especially as the big talent show approached. Everyone expected something spectacular. The tension was palpable. And then it happened. Beatrice finally made a mistake, right in front of everyone. Guess what? The sky didn't fall, the earth didn't swallow her up. Instead, something wonderful happened. Beatrice laughed. Yes, she laughed out loud, and it was magical. That moment of laughter marked a new beginning for her. She learned that it's okay not to be perfect. This realization brought a new sense of freedom to her life. She started trying new things, making more art. Even her cooking got zestier with unexpected recipes because she wasn't afraid to make mistakes anymore. Embracing her imperfections made Beatrice happier and more creative. She began to enjoy life like never before, all because she learned that mistakes are simply part of being human. Remember, everyone makes mistakes, and that's perfectly fine. If you enjoyed our story, don't forget to subscribe to Let's Learn with Param for more fun and learning. See you next time.